Hey everyone, and welcome to the very long-awaited EVO GIGANOTOSAURUS Spotlight, celebrating the very imminent release of Paleo ARK Evolution. If you're curious about the EVO Tyrannosaurus video, which is also releasing alongside the EVO Giga, that video has already been covered and you can find it right here. I've already gone over a lot of the very important information, such as that this is coming out to console, that Paleo ARK Evolution will be replacing wild spawns, and that in order to convert your tamed dinos into the new EVO counterparts, you walk up to your tames, you open up the radial menu, and you select Convert to EVO version. I've gone over this information and more important things in the Tyrannosaurus video, so if you'd like to catch up on that and the rest of the important information, check this segment in that video, or just comment down below, I don't mind answering again, because I'm sure you're all itching to see the actual Giga itself and not just another Q&A. So, first things first, let's just take a quick little moment to appreciate the new model, because just like the EVO Tyrannosaurus, the EVO GIGANOTOSAURUS is just beautiful. It is stunning. The entire sculpt and textures were completely done by Faye with some assistance by Chrono, and the animators who worked on the Giga were Faye, Jimmy Baguette, Cyborg Zeno, and Nimwit, along with Oreloki and myself working on the saddle. Loki did the concept modelling and the coloured textures for the saddle, while I did the high poly details, and we'll look into all of that in a bit. I've also included the ASC EVO Giga to the left, just for a bit of fun, and it is crazy just seeing how everything has evolved, how it's all just improved, not just compared to the ASC EVO Giga, but especially compared to the vanilla Giga. These are just completely different dinosaurs. It's incredible. So these two here have the exact same colour regions and colour IDs, with the exception that the EVO Giga has an additional fourth colour ID, which is the red crest and back there. And do mind the cartoonish colours. I wanted to make sure you can actually see, you know, the before and after differences. I can really see a lot of people having fun with the EVO Giga's new coloration. Now, in terms of before and after, there is just too much to note here. I mean, look at it. It's a huge difference. It's a complete design overhaul. We really wanted to emphasise the Giga being the king of kings, the absolute big boss of the island, and hey, maybe of all maps. It's meant to be like the big, crazy, powerful dino, and we wanted to capitalise on that, so there are a couple of scales here and there that were actually referenced from Godzilla, not to make it into a Godzilla dino, but just to really emphasise that kaiju feel, because it's huge, it's terrifying, it's monstrous, and yet it's got really gentle eyes, because, you know, even the scariest dinosaurs, they still have those beautiful, intelligent-looking eyes. One thing I really love is that if you look at it from the front, and by the way, just to clarify, go Google looking at birds from the front, especially bald eagles, they also look a little bit derpy, so don't judge the Giga. But I bring you here because the cresting, in some angles, the cresting almost feels like a crown, and it's such a nice touch. Additionally so that it's got a colour region as well, so you could colour it to look like a crown. And speaking of crown, the saddle, oh my god, wow, the vanilla Giga saddle. I mean, it is really, it's like, what, 8 years old? Probably more than that. Yeah, wow, there's such a difference actually looking at the saddles. I spent so long detailing this one that I forgot what the original one looks like. So like I said, Loki came up with the concept and model for this while I did the textures, the detailing. And I really had a lot of fun on the filigree there. So we wanted the saddle to feel really royal because you, the player, you've conquered, you've earned the right to ride the King of Kings. So you damn well should get the appropriate saddle for it. And we wanted the saddle to look very handcrafted, very high quality. You know, this was made for someone very important. It's the kind of vibe we wanted. And by the way, yes, the saddle has full color regions, so you can go nuts and color as much of it as you'd like. And one thing I really like about Loki's design for the saddle is the ropes. The ropes are there for the idea that you can actually climb up and down it, because obviously in game you kind of teleport, and we can't change that, but it's just nice to give it the idea that you can in fact climb up this giant beast. I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun doing the patterning, and by a lot of fun I mean this was hard. And the ropes, oh god, it's weird seeing my own thing in the game, but I digress. Looking at the actual Giga, the actual important parts, it is just stunning. And a really cool, interesting thing as well, by the way, is that if you look around the Giga, the pupils actually kind of follow you. The refractive lighting is so impressive and honestly a little bit creepy in like a really impressive, cool way. Like, look at that, he's looking right at you. Right then, let's get to taming. Now, in order to tame your very own Giga, you must earn the right to challenge it. This isn't no simple knockout tame. You have to challenge it and beat it in a fight. So this is an entirely new mechanic. If you're familiar with Paleo ARK and the EVO Giga from Ark Survival Evolved, then you may already be familiar with this, but if you are new, then this is going to be quite the challenge indeed. And the first thing I need to even issue a challenge is the heart of a Giga. And getting one before you've even tamed your own one can be a little bit tricky. Oh, I think I heard one nearby. Yeah, there we go, there we go. So we have this. Oh good, level 5. So here is a wild level 5 Giga, and I'm gonna have to take some time trying to kill it. Now, wild Evo Gigas fully utilize all of their abilities. As you can see, I have just royally pissed it off, and it is angry and enraged. And like I said, they utilize all of their abilities. So this one is currently very angry, but thankfully on a Renatha I can just shoot it. Now, it'd probably be faster to use a fully stacked out carcha to deal with this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use a Renatha. And that is one dead Giga, which I feel really bad doing, considering like the absolute blood, sweat and tears everyone put into making this, and I just casually killed it. I'm so sorry, everyone. But let's go ahead then and grab that Giga heart. So that is the easy part done. Now let's go do the hard part and see if I can find another one. Oh no, it's a 145! Oh, I might not be able to do this. Oh, but it does look majestic being on top of the volcano. It's a 145 Giga! Why couldn't I find that in a regular playthrough? How am I going to get this down? Ooh, this is not a good place to find this. Oh, but look at it though. Isn't that just beautiful? See, that is the king of the island right there. That is Simba on the top of his rock. Okay, I would advise that if you have a Giga spawn like this, definitely move it to a safer area, because if it fell into the volcano, into the lava, that would be a bigger issue. You did not just get my heart, did you? Oh god, I hope not. Hey there, friend. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is very, very interested. Oh, there we go. That's actually a perfect landing. Look at that. Alright, so I think it actually detects the heart in my Stegos inventory because it is very annoyed. So what I'm going to do then, I'm currently in the hardened plate mode, which is a damage reduction. I'm going to put the heart in my inventory. It is taking it is sniffing, it is going to issue that challenge. Yep, there it is. The Giganotosaurus challenges you, survive, and it just sent me flying. Okay, look, this would look a lot better if it was in a more, you know, cooperative environment. This is a really awful location. Oh god, that 4 damage. Right, so this is the hard part. Now we survive. I have to survive the onslaught. Let's go ahead then and do this. So what you'll see is every time it bites, it's dealing 500 torpor to itself. And obviously this is a 145, a very high level, so it's got a lot of torpor to go through, a lot of damage to deal. But this is how you knock out the new Gigas. You have to survive their onslaught. Now, as you can see, I've got a 150 tame Stego, heavily leveled into health, with a decent saddle, and a couple of veggie cakes. You could do better, you could do a lot better, but this is what I brought to offer. And I suppose it's surviving so far. Now, to speed up the process, I can force it to enrage. Oh, and there's the enrage, which has sent me flying yet again, but it is now very angry, so this means it's going to deal even more damage to me. But as a result of that, it's also going to take more torpor. Oh my god, this terrain is horrifying. You can see it's doing much stronger attacks now. But thankfully I've got the really good saddle. If anything, I'm noticing that while it's enraged and doing its stomping attacks, it's bleeding less. So theoretically, you'd want to enrage this not just for the extra torpor, but also to prevent it doing the Nashed debuff quite as much, because Veggie Cake can only heal so much, and Nashed is scary. Okay, I really didn't think this Stego was going to be enough. A 145 is terrifying. I'm sure there's a lot of other creatures you can use for this, but I went with the Stego because it's just a native tank. There goes another enrage. That time I got thrown into the mountain cliff, so I'm going to go flying this time. I don't need to keep on shooting it. There we go. So I guess we'll just carry on observing. As you can see, it's a bit scary. And if you don't come prepared, you will easily lose your tame. So close. Oh, there we go. And the Giga is down. Oh, and that is a really bad place to fall. Okay, again. If you're gonna do this on the volcano, move it. Don't just stick to it. Move your bloody thing away. But check that torpor. Now that it's knocked out, this is like a typical. Oh crap! It's on the Rhinianatha. Now that it's knocked out, this is a standard Giga tame. It's got that famously fast torpor drain. And where did I put my Rhinianatha? Well, it's a good thing. I like it when my Giga torpor drops. I like it to drop about halfway through so I can give all the narcotics in one go. So realistically, this is all just absolutely part of the plan. I mean, you know, cope. So like I said, standard Giga tame, once you've earned the right to challenge it and you've survived the onslaught and it's knocked itself out, now it's just a typical, you know, torpor, keep it from waking up and give it its favourite food, which is, of course, you know, meat, prime, mutton, or ideally, exceptional kibble. Let's go ahead then and just give you everything. And I've just noticed, oh, its food is 0. I'm not sure if that's intended or not. That is a glitch that can happen in the game, just like with regular tames. Maybe it is intended actually, as it did keep on raging. Right, let's go ahead then and give you the kibble. This is ×1 official taming. So this is what you'd expect of a regular kibble tame. You're gonna need a lot of it, as you can very well see. Oh my god, you're gonna need a lot of kibble for this. But it is a 145. This is a really giant, powerful creature. And there is our brand. Oh my god, our brand new Giga. And can I just say, I love the new sounds. Oh my god, the sounds are so good. So, here we go then. I'll pick up those two later. They're fine. Oh god, that's not fine. Jeez. So here is the brand new EVO Giga, and can I just say immediately, the first thing I'm noticing is that its stamina is just so much better than that of a vanilla Giga. I think like that's always been the thing that, I love Gigas, but that's been the thing that's always annoyed me, is that it just feels so punishing to sprint on. But no, this guy, he feels good, he feels really, really good just to run around and roam with, which is so refreshing. I hate the lack of stamina on a regular Giga. It's not a lot, but it's better. Oh, let's get a good look at you then. I know we already had a look earlier, but let's get another look. Oh, look at you, look at you. So, that is his left click, which is a really powerful looking, like, sideways swipe. The right click is a, wow, it's a cosmetic roar. Let's hear that one again. Oh my god, that foghorn, I think. There's like a horn sound. Like, listen to it again, like in the second half, in the background of the roar. Oh, that's so eerie. Mordekaiser cooked on this one. Oh my god. Right then. See? See, it's crouch. So, this is very, very important. The Giga can actually crouch. Now, a lot of you from Ark of Evolved may recognize this. This is to allow it in the TEK Cave. Now, before a lot of you say, oh no, that's broken, the carcha can already enter the TEK Cave. I don't know why that's actually a thing in just vanilla, official, classic, Ark Ascended. Carchas can fit in the TEK Cave, no problem. So why not allow the EVO Giga to also fit in the TEK Cave? So you can do that by crouching. Crouching is also just to help it get into like smaller areas for whatever reason. And I gotta say, they did a good job with the crouching, didn't they? Like, it will never look perfect, but it looks really, really good. Plausibility aside, it's just a good game mechanic. So as mentioned with the Wild Giga, they do indeed have a rage mechanic, which is that big, amazing animation where they kind of send you flying and they do that really intimidating roar. And that entire mechanic applies to tamed Gigas as well, so instead of dismounting you and going on a frenzy, you actually want them to rage to do even more damage. Now, because I am incredibly intelligent, I totally forgot that the keybind for the bigger, better attacks is spacebar. So I ran out of recording time, and you're not going to see it here, but honestly, I'm a little bit glad because I'd like you guys to have something to experience for yourselves, and I'd love for you to be able to discover these new abilities yourselves, so keep that in mind when you get your own ones, enrage your Giga and hit spacebar. It's really, really cool. But otherwise, compared to Tyrannosaurus, where we have it as a much more nimble soldier, the Giga, the King of Kings, really is just this great big behemoth tank where it is just going to bite, 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 and absolutely tear through everything in its path. And if you find something that has the audacity to make it rage and piss it off, it's only going to do more damage. Oh my god, that headshot for 3,000. I will never get used to Ascendant's headshots. My god. What? Great. That's an Easter egg you can enjoy. Just, if you didn't catch that, just, yeah, enjoy that one. I was not ready. So, as I was going to say, if you're a little bit worried about the EVO Giga immediately doing about 1,000 damage from a fresh tame, again, it was a 145 and it was high effectiveness, but if you're worried about that, this vanilla Giga does about, that's a mate boost, hold on, this does about 779 damage as a fresh 145 tame, and let's compare those stats for a second. This vanilla one has 35 melee versus you that has 32 melee actually. Wow. So yeah, I guess the EVO Giga does do a little bit more damage, but again, it's a freaking Giga. They're gonna one-shot everything anyway. I think this will only really matter by the time we hit, like, extinction. And by that point, you've got Gigas everywhere, so I really wouldn't worry about the balance too much. So another thing to appreciate is the new baby mesh, and doesn't that just look so cute? And if you're wondering, I've got the gun out for the flashlight. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shoot it. But, dude, I love the new Evo Dino baby meshes. I'm so pleased that they're not just these freaky looking things. It's just got giant feet and giant hands. It's so cute. And I wonder, can you also do your roar just like the Tyrannosaurus could? No. Oh, but you can stop idle breaks. Oh, that's good to know. So if there's like any animation you don't like during the idles, you can actually disable it, so that's good. But I like them personally. Oh, dude, it's such a sweetie pie. Look at the absolute size difference as well. Can I just say, like, my goodness, that is gonna grow into such a monster. And now, just like with the Evo Tyrannosaurus, let's take a moment to appreciate all the new colour varieties and don't mind them all staring at the player character. Otherwise though, lots of very earthy tones, so those two in the middle there, the green and blue ones, are quite vibrant, and that one in the background's got very scorched earth-esque colorations. But otherwise, these are just beautiful. I love how their crests are just so vibrant, it's really fitting. But otherwise, that far left one, that is beautiful. These are going to be so exciting to see out in the wild, and even more so during a colour event. Oh, I'm so excited. Now then, just for a little bit of fun, let's go ahead then and try this out in the TEK Cave, since it is in fact able to enter. This is unleveled, I should quickly add, and I understand that, you know, in an oh my god, it actually works. I understand that, you know, obviously the TEK Cave, you can't bring it into the Overseer room, but you can definitely have it help you in the actual cave itself, just like the carcha. Again, this is a feature that the carcha can do as well, vanilla with no mods or anything. Oh, it is cool having a Giga inside here. Oh no, look at it! Destroy everything! And once the rage mechanic works, it's only going to get... I mean, the rage mechanic, it kicks in. But I just cannot find the ability to actually do the, you know, the big hits, the big stompy stomps. Oh my god, it is just mental. Look at this thing, absolutely shredding. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I am so excited. Oh my god, the TEK Cave's loud. What's going on? Oh my god, even stomping does 400 damage, and why is so many things inside the mesh of the floor? What's going on here? Is this normal? Like, it's actually my first time doing a TEK Cave, and there's just loads of creatures under the mesh. Ark moment. But it's good to know then that the EVO Giga can stomp it for 400 trample damage. What the hell? Oh god, again, look at it! What's going on? Oh god, there's a Rex there. Oh no, it's an Evo Tyrannosaurus! Oh, and the Evo Tyrannosaurus just got yeeted! Oh, look at it, it's beautiful! Level 195. And there they go, side by side, just fighting to the death. Obviously the Giga's gonna win, like, hands down. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, poor baby. There goes that Therizino, what the hell? Oh no, I'm so sorry. It looks so peaceful. It's just taking a nap, guys. It's just taking a nap. Right then, and I think that is about it for the EVO Giganotosaurus. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Paleo ARK Evolution's arrival is imminent. It's really soon. We just can't give a date because anything can come up at the last second, but we're really trying. It's really soon, and I cannot begin to describe how excited I am for you all to experience this. The team is excited, everyone is excited. It's just really cool. Right then, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're ever more excited for the EVO Giganotosaurus and the EVO Tyrannosaurus as well. Not to mention Paleo ARK Ascension, which is another thing entirely. And don't forget, for any updates and information can all be found in the pinned comment or in the description down below. I will be editing and updating them. So again, thank you so much, take care, and have a wonderful day. Cheers.